Hi, everyone. My name is Jenny. I am a senior tax preparer here at Silverbridge CPAs. And today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the Idaho Parental Choice Tax Credit Program. What a mouthful, but here we go. So, as some of you may have heard, but in 2025, Idaho launched something called the Parental Choice Tax Credit Program. They launched this as an initiative to try and expand educational options for families across the state to provide other options other than public education. Um, they took $50 million for the year, and they're going to allocate that across the entire state. Um, if you're eligible, here's what you could possibly receive. So for any student K through 12, you're going to receive up to $5,000 per student. This is for qualifying educational expenses only. You also potentially could receive up to $7,500 per student with a qualifying disability. This is students up to 21 years old, and they do have to require ancillary personnel. So this could include personal aides, doctors, therapists, anything like that. Um, to qualify, to have the education costs be qualified, these tuition and fees need to be to a non-public school. This can include private education, micro schools, learning pods, things like that. All it really is you just cannot be enrolled in a public school system. Curriculum can include English language arts, math, science, social studies. At a minimum, it needs to include that, but it's possible to include more. Um, Textbooks, tutoring services, any standardized testing. Fees for that are included, as well as the preparatory courses. And something else that's covered is transportation costs to those non-public schools. In order to be eligible, you need to be full-time Idaho residents. You also need to be up to date on your tax return. So that means you need to have filed at the latest a 2024 Idaho tax return. And so hopefully you filed that, by October 15th, but no later than November 1st, 2025. So hopefully you're up to date at this point. The requirement here is that you need to have listed those children that you're looking to qualify as your dependents on the 2024 tax return. That's how you would qualify. You'll also need to register under TAP, which is the Taxpayer Access Point in the Idaho State Tax Commission. You'll need to have registered by December 1st, and then you'll apply through your TAP account. But the open window to apply under your TAP is January 15th of 2026 through March 15th of 2026. So make sure you get registered in your account. They will prioritize any family at or below 300% of the poverty level. So if you're not in that area, they may put you to the side and you may be on a wait list. They do require you to keep receipts and present them upon request. So highly suggest any tuition, books, materials, you just keep those receipts on hand just in case. Applicants whose modified AGI exceeds the 300% of the poverty level, you're probably just going to automatically be put on a wait list. And then once they've processed any priority applicants, they'll reach back out for you. So they'll be processed in the order that they're received. So get on that as soon as possible. So January 15th, hop on it. If you're using an Idaho Ideal 529 plan, these funds are used to pay for your child's qualified tuition expenses. So if you're already using that, you can still claim this credit. However, if you received a grant, such as the Empowering Parents Grant, you will not be able to claim that credit. So there is that. And that's all. So nothing too crazy with this program. If you have any additional questions or if you're not sure if you specifically qualify, please reach out to your CPA as they know your situation a little bit more in depth. And so, yeah, please reach out with any questions that you may have. But hopefully I was able to answer a little bit of your questions today. So give us a call or your CPA if you have anything additional. Thank you so much. Have a great day.